What's up, everybody? Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about my experience with, a flight attendant, if you must, but like a flight assistant, but not like really, because she wasn't on my flight. So, yeah, whatever. Yes, there are so many videos like this. People have problems with planes, whether any airline, everybody always has a problem. It's very busy, hectic, I get it. Now, in this video, I'm not going to be naming any airline, any direct person, because, no need to have things coming back towards moi. Whatever. Alright, so usually every February, because in February, I think most schools have I don't know about around the world, but in my school we have February break. We call it midwinter break. So usually every February, me and my family, but now that my brother's in college, he doesn't come, we go to St. Martin. It's an island in the Caribbean, right next to St. Bart's. Mostly everybody knows what St. Bart's is, famous people, the Kardashians, Beyonce, Jay-Z went there, who else? Justin Bieber, he was there actually when I was there one time. It's another story though. St. Martin to me though is my home. I love St. Martin. If you ask me where to go right now, I could tell you every street in St. Martin. It's I know it more than I know my actual home right now. Really depressing, but I love it. If I could move there, I would. Yeah. So, last year when me and my family went, my brother, still is in college, and he couldn't come on the trip. But my mom and my dad were like, you're gonna be bored just with us, do you want to take anybody? So I decided to take my cousin Cameron, she's my best friend. She was in another video, the baby food challenge video. Yep. Love you, Cameron. And, we had a blast. It was fun. Took some GoPro videos. Maybe I'll post some videos and stuff about that later on, or you can check, my Instagram for, TBTs or whatever. Yeah. Wow. I ramble. The flight to St. Martin was great, Usual flight, nothing went wrong, and stuff. It was the flight back that was the problem. And now, me and Cameron flew back to New York by ourselves. Because my parents wanted to stay a little bit longer, and just stay a little bit longer so their vacation was extended. But me and Cameron had school, so we had to go back. Unfortunately, I would have stayed if it were up to me. And now, I've been flying since I was a little toddler, and I know what I'm doing, you go through customs, you do all this, I know where to check in, do everything. But my cousin Cameron was new to it, and so my parents wanted to get somebody to right off the plane, somebody will meet us, and then help us through all the steps getting back to New York, checking us back, that and all that, and then getting our bag at the carousel, and then we leave, get to our car, whoever's picking us up, and then leaving. From SXM, or St. Martin, they're both the same thing. Literally means St. Martin. So my parents dropped me and Cameron off at the airport in St. Martin. We were all good. That was easy. Just check in, go up, go through customs, wait, and sit at your gate. We were good. We had some lunch, we sat at the gate, and we waited. We got on the plane, all good. Everything was fine, perfect. We were on the plane, ride's great, had our snacks, had our drinks, watched some TV, listened to some music, watched a movie on my iPad. We were all good. And so, we were told by one of the flight attendants that somebody is going to be meeting us once we get off the plane. They'll be outside waiting for us to escort us through the airport and stuff. So when the plane landed, everybody was getting off the plane, so we're like, we'll just get off, because obviously there's nobody here. So we're leaving. There's two people at the exit of the plane, like, like the connector between the plane and the airport. And so they're just like, hi, welcome to New York, or welcome back home and stuff. We're like, oh, thank you. So we walked right past them. And we get down like the little ramp and we're like, wait, we're supposed to be with somebody. But at this point, nobody came to pick us up. Nobody's like, oh, are you guys supposed to be here and stuff? So we decided to wait. Don't follow the crowd. Just wait for somebody to come get us and escort us through the airport. So we're waiting. I kid you not. We are waiting like, it's not drastic, but we're waiting like 10 minutes. Nobody's coming. We're like, what on earth? Like, why is nobody coming? So then we see a police officer or like airport security walk past us, and I said to him, excuse me, sir, we are supposed to have somebody escort us through the airport. They were supposed to meet us as we exit the plane, and nobody ever showed up. This man, he told us, just follow the crowd, I have nothing to do with that. You have... Serve and protect, sir. What do you mean you got nothing to do with that? There are two children, like, in need right now, and you don't... That just got me started. So we listened to the kind officer and followed the crowd. So we followed the crowd, and I knew what I was doing. So when we got into like a bigger area, we saw a bunch of people working in the airport and stuff, but we saw a lady that looked like she was a flight attendant, and we knew that like maybe she could help us. So we went up to her, and we told her our situation, what happened and stuff, and she said, wait right here. And so she's on a radio, she's calling people, nothing. Nobody says anything about two kids or whatever, nothing. And now we're watching our people from the plane go on the line, just going through. Yeah, it was a really long line. Did not want to wait on that line. And they're just like going through, doing this stuff. And they're almost done. And we're still waiting back there like, we could be going on that line like really no big deal. This lady's like, no, I have to find the person. They're probably looking for you or whatever. We're like, come on. She should have done her job and should have been there. So then thank God she let us do this. This lady was like, you know what, just come through this line. And this line was for like handicapped people or people like me and Cameron that had an escort and got past everything quicker. So we got up to the booth because there was no line, quicker access, everything was good. Well, everybody else that was on our plane is still over there, doing all their stuff, going through customs or whatever. So we get up to our booth, and the guy's like, who you guys with? And we're like, we flew back on our own. And we told him the story or whatever, and he was like kind of giving us looks and trouble, like, are you supposed to be flying alone? And we're like, obviously we're old enough. So he kept giving us looks and was like, obviously somebody's supposed to be with you, like a travel person, whatever, but like we're like, she never showed. So whatever, that's it. So we go through him and we're going. When we got our bags, we went outside at JFK, New York. Sorry, I can't sing. Forget about that one. Yeah, so we got our bags, and we got picked up. Great. Everybody's good. No harm, whatever. We didn't get lost. Everything was fine. But then we got home, and I think it was like a week later or something, my parents came home too. And we told them the story or whatever, and they're like, what? That's not okay. Like, why would that happen? So we ended up calling the airline and stuff, you know, the airline and everything. So they went back, and they were like, oh, can we please put you on hold or whatever. This person comes back on the phone and is like, yes, we remember that you guys scheduled that, we get that you paid for that, and whatever, you paid for the escort. So my parents were like, what's the issue? We paid for this, and yet nobody showed up. So now they're looking for a refund. Like, why should we pay for something that they didn't get, you know? Ain't trying to waste no coin. Gotta get your coin. And so, this is getting heated already. I'm heated. I don't need to be heated right now. Ooh, just telling this story. Doing it for y'all. Alright. They told us that when we were exiting the plane, that there were 2 people standing outside of the exit of the plane. And we're like, yeah, we saw them. We walked right past them. They said nothing to us. The person on the phone goes, they said they did not look like children, and so there must have been a mistake in the system that there were no children on the plane that needed escorts. I don't care how old I am. If I order something, like an escort or something that I need help going through somewhere, you gotta be there. If I paid for it, you be there. And you know who I am. You gave me a name. You could literally put that name in the system and see a picture of my passport. Whew, that's what stresses me out. So they were there. That girl was there. And we just walked. She let us walk right past her. Didn't even think or say anything. Like, girl, do your job. Do it right. Be asking people, oh, just, you know, like, if you saw people, ooh, stresses me out. Now, yes, it is not the worst thing that has happened to people on planes, but you know, it's just something that agitated me, and I wanted to tell a little story for you guys, my people, my fans. How you doing? Y'all fine? Okay, I keep saying y'all, and I don't know why, because I'm not from the South. Y'all, I just think it's fun. It's funny, fun to say, whatever. Well, I mean, in the end, everything turned out fine. Everybody was good. There was nothing lost. We didn't get lost. Everything was fine. It's just agitated, and we wasted money on it. But yeah. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little story I had for you. Yes. I mean, in the future, yes, there will be more story times. Hopefully, I have more traumatic experiences for you people. Yeah, but that was my short little flight attendant mix-up happening there. Alright, well, that's all I have for you. Bye!